This is the Acer Chromebook Spin 513. It is the first ARM-based premium Chromebook certified by Google and powered by MediaTek, who is sponsoring this video. Inside the Spin 513 is their flagship Kompanio 1380 octa-core processor to power it to give you a smooth, fast, high-performance experience with extreme power efficiency to give you all-day battery life. Let's take a closer look at it, and I'll give you my impressions after I use it for a week. The Acer Chromebook Spin 513 is just a little over 2.8 pounds and has a nice metal top and bottom, making it feel nice and providing a sturdy build. It doesn't have any flex when closed, and trust me, I tried. This is great if you have it in a backpack with textbooks and other things. Okay, let's open it up. It mostly passes the one finger test with only a little bit of lift on the body at the end, so it's not that big of a deal. Once it's open, you see this gorgeous 13.5-inch LCD IPS 2K display. The text looks nice and smooth. I don't have any issues with blurry text, and I don't see any pixels unless I get super close. I think. It also has a 3:2 aspect ratio display, which means it's taller than a 16:9 aspect ratio display. Because of that extra real estate up top, you can see far more content on a web page. That makes it a much better experience for answering emails and writing papers. This aspect ratio just feels right and makes the screen feel pretty big despite the Spin 513's compact size. I also think that the display is plenty bright for use inside. I was writing the script for this video under my studio lighting and never felt like it was too dim. When you bring it out into direct sunlight, I do wish it was a little bit brighter, but it's still usable. You'll probably notice the glare from the sun before you notice its brightness because of its glossy screen compared to a matte finish screen. But going with glossy over matte is the right choice for this Chromebook. Not only does a glossy display retain contrast, so blacks have a deeper black, but a glossy display is excellent if you want to touch it because this is a touchscreen. It's made out of Corning Gorilla Glass, similar to what you have on your smartphone, so it's nice and smooth to glide your finger over and easy to wipe fingerprints off. I know some people, or companies, disagree with the idea of a touchscreen in a laptop, but dang it, I really like having it. It may not be the primary way I interact with a Chromebook, but I like having the option. Just being able to scroll up with my finger strangely feels more intuitive and faster for me than using the trackpad. I also like being able to tap certain buttons while sending things like emails or navigating around a website. Sometimes it's easier or faster to tap send or log in on a screen than it is to move a cursor towards it. Another area that you'll find Gorilla Glass is on the trackpad, which is quite nice and smooth to glide your fingers across. It makes it easy to use gestures to quickly move through a page, between tabs, apps, and around Chrome OS. There's an excellent click to it as well. The trackpad does have a wedge design, which I generally don't prefer. I do prefer haptic design trackpads, so I wish that was on here. That is a relatively expensive feature though, and this is reasonably affordable at an MSRP of about $615, so those trade-offs make sense. For a wedge design, it is excellent, and the Gorilla Glass adds a more premium feel to it. Down below we have the keyboard I used to write this script that I'm reading right now. It feels pretty decent with a nice amount of travel, similar to what you might have on a MacBook, but without as much of the excellent resistance that you get on those keyboards. There is a bit of flex if you push down hard on the keyboard, so this is where the Spin 15 uses plastic, but I haven't noticed it flexing under my normal typing pressure, and it doesn't feel cheap. Along the keyboard, you'll see different options to interact with Chrome OS. There's the app drawer button where you'll normally see the caps lock on a traditional QWERTY keyboard. At the top of the keyboard, you'll have a bunch of quick functions. There are buttons to go to the app drawer, a window overview screen, options to control display brightness and volume, a lock and unlock option for your Chromebook, and my favorite, a screenshot button. This is honestly a huge help for me. I always forget the key combination for screenshots on Chrome OS, so having a single button here is fantastic. It gives you many options to take screenshots, screen record, and even record yourself and the screen simultaneously. This is perfect if you need to record a quick tutorial or guide. Oh, that's an ideal opportunity to show off the camera and microphone. This is what the 720p webcam looks like and what the microphones sound like. What do you think? And here's what the picture-in-picture thing looks like, and I realized that over here we have a GIF option, so you can create GIFs. That's kind of neat too. Whoa. How neat. And this is what a photo looks like. So I just watched the video of what was taken here, and holy cow, the microphones in this are incredible. It's so good. Good job, Acer. Along the side, you do have a USB-A port, a USB 3.2 Gen 1 USB-C port that you can also charge through or plug into a 4K monitor, which is really nice if you want to do that. There's also a headphone jack and a micro SD card slot so you can expand your storage if you wish. This is nice to have as an option. The Spin 513 does have 128GB of storage, which goes way further than you might think on a Chromebook, and that's because so much is cloud-based like Google Docs and Google Drive. Then you just have the apps that you install. On the other side, you have a power switch here, another USB-C port, and another their volume rocker. Now, why would we need another way to adjust the volume? Well, this is an Acer Spin device, so it's a 2-in-1, so you can flip the screen around and it'll go into tablet mode. This is a different way of interacting with the Spin 513, with interactions based more on swipe gestures rather than a trackpad. All your apps are ready to access by default, and many provide a different experience than on your phone. For instance, TikTok has a more robust experience that allows you to scroll through TikToks and look at comments simultaneously. You can use the Spin 513 in a typical laptop or tablet orientation, but what I really like is this hybrid orientation for gaming. It gets the keyboard out of the way, gets the screen close to you, and is easy to control things on the screen. It also makes it so that the down-facing speakers are now facing up, which makes them sound a bit louder. Now, about those speakers, they're not really my favorite. They sound a bit thin and just okay despite that DTS logo that's printed on there. You'll definitely want to wear wired earbuds or Bluetooth headphones if you want better audio. This orientation is also great because you can get a stylus and start writing or drawing on it. It feels perfect for this use case and gives you that angle that you need. It's like having a built-in stand, so it's really great. It also has enough resistance on the hinge so you can rest your palm on the screen when you're writing and drawing, and it'll hold its position, which is critical for this use case. The Spin 513 also has Wi-Fi 6 built into it because of that MediaTek Kompanio 1380, so you'll have fast and reliable connection whether you're at home, school, the office, a coffee shop, or wherever else. This is an excellent Chromebook if you're a student who's returning to school and needs something that's both powerful and affordable, and I've enjoyed having it as a dedicated device specifically for writing and answering emails. It has a way of making me feel more focused, less distracted, and more productive. I managed to respond and clear out over 1,000, yes, 1,000 emails over this past week using the Spin 513. So it's been a blast using the Spin 513. It's so snappy, I never feel like it's lagging or taking too long to load or move things around. Chrome OS has many of the benefits of Android, but with the added benefit of a multitasking desktop environment. So it's almost like Android multitasking to the extreme. You can use familiar apps like Discord or Slack for communication, view them in an app-like view, or full screen view like a regular desktop app. If you have an Android device, there are even more benefits because you can use Nearby Share to share files between devices, sync notifications, other features, and even use your phone as a way to log into your Chromebook. Now, if you want to have some fun and not just work, you can totally play games on it. I really like playing Apex Legends on it. I play better on this than on my phone because everything's so big and precise, and I just seem to not overshoot so much. This is not great for my Apex addiction. If you want to go all out, you can play with a controller with something like Google Stadia or Xbox Game Pass. Seeing a full-fledged console-level game in high resolution on this display is nice. Now, Acer claims that this is rated for 10 hours of battery life, and in my practical experience, I've been able to get 8 hours, so you can definitely get through a whole day. The Spin 513 comes in at a list price of $615, so I think that's a pretty good deal for a premium Chromebook. And it really packs a punch because of the MediaTek Kompanio 1380 processor inside of it. If you'd like to check it out, there's a link in the description, and thanks so much to MediaTek for sponsoring this video. Thanks for watching This Is Tech Today. Until next time.